Do you ever pay attention to how your body responds during an argument? Your chest constricts. You can't open your mouth. Your thoughts shift from listening to preparing to strike. However, the odd thing is, the majority of disputes have nothing to do with the subject at hand. Their primary function is protection. Additionally, your mind continues to protect something that might no longer be at risk. We claim that we are discussing concepts, politics, parenting, finances, and religious views. However, the conflict is often not about the topic at hand. It's about who you are. When a conversation gets close to something that seems personally your values, your upbringing, your sense of right and wrong, your nervous system interprets disagreement as a threat. It's no longer a discussion. It's a matter of life and death. You're no longer making an effort to comprehend. You're attempting to defend your identity. The intensity of conflict may be attributed to several factors, because you feel like your sense of self is on display. The way your mind silently translates an argument against your point is as follows. If they're correct, what does that tell me about myself? As a result, you experience heat rather than curiosity. Rather than paying attention, you plan your retaliation. Your pride takes over, and when pride enters the room, clarity departs. The basis of the majority of heated discussions is a straightforward dread. I don't want to feel a little. No one wants to feel ignored. Nobody wants to feel like they're not being listened to. Everyone wants to be seen. However, there is a contradiction. The harder you attempt to demonstrate your value, the less safe someone feels, the more likely they are to let their defenses down. And now, rather than connecting, the two of you are defending two nervous systems. Both are in defense mode. Controlling the other person is not the initial step. It's being aware of yourself. Inquire softly. Which feelings are being threatened right now? Is it my principles, my skills, my intellect, the sense of belonging? Naming the object being protected gives you room, and space lessens intensity. You quit responding impulsively. You begin to react deliberately. The majority of individuals don't seek consensus. They seek recognition. There is a variation. You can disagree with someone and yet acknowledge that their viewpoint is valid based on their experiences. When you truly comprehend the rationale behind someone's perspective, something shifts. Their defenses weaken, since being understood has a more soothing impact on the mind than being corrected. There is no need for you to give up your position. However, you may demonstrate that you understand theirs, and that alone eases anxiety. Most of the time, it seems as though it's just me against you. However, that framework ensures opposition. What if it transformed into this instead? The misunderstanding versus you and me, or the issue against us. If the objective changes from winning to solving, the temperature of the emotions falls. You're no longer rivals seeking to exert control. You two are attempting to solve a problem. The little change makes a big difference. Most disagreements are not current threats. They're echoes, past experiences, old concerns about being ignored, times when I wasn't heard in the past. Today, your thoughts are behaving as though they are still at war with yesterday. However, the fight might already be over. Plus, there's no need for continuous swinging. Real strength is not in dominating someone else's viewpoint. Staying grounded when yours is questioned is the key. It's about knowing who you are without requiring ongoing confirmation. Consider what would happen if discussions were less about power. Additionally, there's more to learn about understanding. Society is not the place where that change begins. It begins in your neurological system. The moment you decide to be mindful rather than respond, it starts. Like and subscribe for deep knowledge. The Silent Mindset.